Hey, yo, what's up, everyone? That sounded a little more serious than I meant it to be. We're doing a tier list. We're going to be doing a tier list. This is really different. Normally, we open packs or paint cards or other things along those lines. Today, we're going to be getting a little wacky with it. We're going to tier list some cards, specifically from the new Chaos Rising set. So I've got here a tier list that I made of the commons, because if you've ever watched the channel, you know we love to highlight the common art and talk about it a little bit. So I've got the card up on the right, and then I've got the tier list up on the left. So let's talk. Let's start into this. If you can't see the artist, we'll try and call out most of the artists and we'll as we talk about them. But please know, I will probably specify this again. If we say that a card is low tier or something and you disagree, feel free. This is fully opinion based. Art is subjective. You're going to notice a certain theme in the things that I like, and I'm sure the things that Emily likes, and the things that you like. So
yeah, tell us why you love it or why you don't love it.
yeah.
I'm super curious to know.
Yeah, amen. For sure. With all of that being said, let's get started. So, starting off, this is Weedle. What do you think of this Weedle, Emily?
I really do like this art. I think that the foliage in the foreground and like him with his cute little curious expression, it's a nice contrast to like the kind of, I'm not sure what that is in the background.
So that's the Prism Tower from Legends ZA.
Okay.
Or from the other games, X and Y.
Yeah, like the Prism Tower with the kind of modern vibe. I feel like there's a fun little contrast here, and I really like the color choices.
Mm-hmm. I like cards with a theme, and these ones aren't quite what you would call a connector art, but they are, there is a lot of cards in this set that are themed around the Prism Tower and around Lumiose City from the games. Now, I actually didn't play X and Y. It's one of the few games that I have not played all the way through, but I did play Legends ZA, so I do have some familiarity with this. So what tier would you give Weedle?
Ooh, that's tough. Okay. I feel like Weedle, this specific one for me, is kind of sitting in the middle for me, about probably A or B. It's not absolutely knocking my socks off, but it's also like it's cute. So I would probably put it at a B.
Okay. I can kind of agree. This is Cao Cao. Cao Cao has a ton of other good art, including the Gengar VMAX from Fusion Strike, the one where he's sucking up all of the trees and everything. So I think Cao Cao has cooler cards, has better cards, but in general, I like this style. I like it a lot, so we'll put it at B. Next, we've got Kakuna from... I cannot read that. Holy cow. If anybody can read that.
Mugi?
Is it Mugi?
Hamada?
Hamada?
Something like that.
Wow. Imagine me putting this together and not having the screen resolution to be able to read that. Anyways, Kakuna. Okay, so we've got Kakuna here. Mm-hmm. I kind of like this card, actually. I like all of the colors in the background. I really enjoy when, I feel like it's kind of impressionist, when the colors in something are not something that you would imagine you would use a color for. Like when I try and draw or color a tree, I just look for brown. But you can see in here, you've got like these blues and greens and purples in the tree, and it's still clearly a tree. It doesn't change the outcome. So it's a far more advanced color theory than, I'm not much of an artist, but way more than I'm capable of using. So
yeah, it's really cool. And honestly, some of the color choices and just kind of the way it's laid out is almost giving psychedelic art a little bit. Which, admittedly is not my favorite art style. It doesn't speak to me a ton, but I also think that there is something to be said for, kind of capturing that vibe. And I kind of wonder, I would love to ask if they were inspired at all by that kind of art style. Mm-hmm. So It's kind of cool. I
Okay.
like it.
Do you think this one is better artistically than Weedle, or about the same, would you say?
Um, for me, I would probably say it's about the same.
Okay.
Just in terms of my personal preference, like I do think this one is a little bit more technically advanced. But yeah, just the art style, like it doesn't quite jump out to me as like my favorite. But what do you think?
I like it. I do like it. I kind of see where you're going. I think it's probably better art than the Weedle one, in my opinion, by just a little bit. But I don't know. They're both good. They're both good. I don't want to. I really don't. We're not trying to do this to take a dump on anybody's art. So I don't know. I'm gonna put it gently in A tier. This is our first time doing this, and only the second card we've rated. So we'll see where we go. Also, by the way, watch for the follow-up video where we do all of the double rares, ultra rares, whatever, all those illustration rares, all that stuff. This one is just going to be the commons, and we're going to, go through those. So next, Carnivine. This is by Heisuke Kitazawa, is what it looks like.
Really cool. I'm really loving the color choices here and the expression. That's probably his default expression, but like there's just something kind of fun and spunky about this one that like the vines in the background, the purple. I just think it looks really nice. I'm vibing with this one quite a bit.
Okay. I actually was not as impressed with this one at first, for me personally, but I do see where you're coming from. Side note, this Pokemon in the game is absolute dog crap. 3 colorless energy to do 80 damage, and if it's a no retreat cost, it does 80 more. That's awful. That's terrible. That's irredeemably bad. What is this Carnivine character assassination here? I mean, he's bad in the games, like in the video games too, but my word, that's unforgivable.
It's a rough one, man.
I would put this one in B, but are you feeling more strongly about A because you really like the color with like the sky in the background, the yellow and the pink?
I would be okay putting it in B. It's not like it doesn't like I don't go crazy for it, but I do think it's cool. So B is a safe pick.
Okay. We've got Chespin here. I quite like this one. In some ways, it's, I don't want to say uninspired. I don't want to be mean, but I mean, find me a picture, find me a grass Pokemon with flowers surrounding it, and I will have asked for like 70% of all grass Pokemon's, pictures of all time.
Grass Pokemon in a field of flowers?
Yeah.
Groundbreaking.
Now, to be fair, it looks good in that, and that's a great way to display a grass Pokemon. So I'm not taking a dump on that idea. It's just like very slightly unoriginal.
Yeah, like it's a safe choice and it looks really nice.
Yeah. And I actually really like the way that they drew Chespin. I think Chespin is cuter in this card than in most others.
Yeah. I love the shading on this one. The sun coming through the trees looks really nice. Like there's a lot of really good choices that were made here. Safe choices, but good ones. And so for me, this would fit comfortably as an A tier card.
Wow.
But if you feel more strongly about it being in B.
No, I can see. I do like it. I think that there's a little bit more to the subject than there were in some of the other cards. I don't know. I feel like I've talked a little bit more critically about this one, so putting it higher than Carnivine and Weedle feels
You know what?
strange.
I think we should move it to B, actually.
You feel like B?
Yeah.
You feel like B? Okay.
I can see what
I do like the lighting, though. That was a good point that you made about the lighting, because some of the other ones don't really have the same kind of lighting. This one does a little bit with the kind of light on the outside of it.
Yep.
And then Weedle does have a little bit of lighting situation going on, but for sure not in the same way.
Yeah,
So, I don't know. I think he gets points for that.
for sure.
Okay, we'll leave it at B for now. Quilladin.
Ooh.
I'm going to be honest, I don't really like Quilladin. Quilladin.
Just as a general rule.
Yeah, I I totally understand people that do, but
It's kind of mid.
it's kind of mid. I know that they're going for kind of a nut theme with Chespin, Quilladin, Chestnut, specifically like chestnut, with like the spikes, and it seems like it's taking inspiration from a horse chestnut, which has a spiky shell and then a kind of soft interior. So I appreciate what they're doing with this evolution line, but
Doesn't quite do it for you.
there's something about the like long nose with the red on the end of it that feels like it belongs in like I'm gonna say belongs in a cartoon, and it's gonna feel stupid because Pokemon is also a cartoon.
Yeah.
But it feels like it belongs in a different kind of cartoon. It feels out of place with other Pokemon, in my opinion.
And the face looks a little too human.
Yeah,
You know
fair
what
enough.
I mean? It looks like it's a little guy in a costume.
Stuffed into a perfectly round nut costume.
Yes. I don't know. It doesn't like give a like Pokemon specifically to me.
But tell me about this art. I've really dunked on Quilladin. I'm really sorry, Quilladin.
Yeah.
I've been very rude. But what do you think about the art on this one?
I'm really digging like the impact of that bright yellow like explosion thing in the background. I think it looks kind of cool against the background. Like it really added something interesting, like visually interesting, because they could have just left that out and it would have been, fine. But I think that like that and like the orange to yellow shading on it looks pretty nice. I think there are definitely some cool elements in here. I feel like it's almost trying to mix 3 separate styles of the Pokemon versus that impact, explosion, and the background. I feel like none of them are really talking to each other in the way that I want them to. I know that's a vague way to say it, but yeah, I don't know. Do you see what I mean?
I do see what you mean. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of this. Again, this is all subjective, so anybody can feel the way that they want to. And if we've got some Quilladin fans in the comments, please give some Quilladin love in the comments, because I love knowing that every Pokemon is someone's favorite. But
Yeah. Tell us we're idiots.
yeah.
Tell us why.
yeah, please. But yeah, I'm not loving this one. I would say this is probably my first C tier if it was up to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Cool. Next one. Chestnut by Uta, it seems. Cool. I like Chestnut more than I like Quilladin. I've already dunked on Quilladin enough, but I like Chestnut's design a little bit more, but he's still not my most favorite. I do kind of like this, though. What do you think? Give me your thoughts.
The art style and the Pokemon, admittedly, are both just not really doing it for me. This is harsh. I'm just a little bit bored by everything that's going on here. So I don't love the color choices. I feel like there's a lot of muted elements where they don't need to be. I'm enjoying the clouds in the background. It just doesn't really speak to me personally, but it's probably a C or D. So
I kind of feel the same way. Once again, art is subjective, and I'm going to say this for every single one that we do. But yeah, this one's got to get a D from me. It feels like slight pack filler, both in terms of like the art and slightly in terms of what it does. But there is a possibility for this to be a good rogue deck. I want to see somebody make it. Also, Flavor W for the needly armor and as its ability, and then him like putting up his dukes with the spikes on the back of his arms. So that's kind of cool, but not quite enough to save it. So yeah. Next, Vulpix. Okay, so I actually need to move this Crobat down here. So Vulpix, I like this. I like this a lot, actually. I'm kind of a sucker for this specific sort of cartoon style.
Same.
This is by Yoshimoto Yoshimon. If I said that right, this is like somewhat low pixel count going on here, so we'll see. But I like the color of the yellow, green, and red of the leaves on the ground. I really like that. I enjoy the style of the trees in the background. It kind of reminds me of almost woodblock style, like Japanese like woodblock style.
Yeah.
With the really, really hard defined lines on the outsides of everything, and it reminds me of the way my mom would do coloring books back when I was a kid, where you draw a really, really, really hard line kind of around the inside of the picture that you're coloring. So what do you think? I've talked a lot about this.
No, I completely agree. I think this art style is extremely pleasing to the eye. This artist's cards, their style is really easy to recognize. I think that's really cool. I think it just, like, the color choices, the composition, everything just is done well. And so this may be my first S of the night. I really think that they knocked it out of the park with this one.
I could give this one an S too. Okay, Ninetales.
Ooh.
Yeah. By Ryuta Fuse. I might, again, forgive me if I say any of these wrong. I lost a pre-release to this Ninetales, so it gets negative points for that. Just kidding, not really, but
He's still salty.
I'm still a little salty. What do you think?
I'm liking this card as well. I would say, like, a few things I would say is that I feel like the fire almost looks like it's a little bit of an afterthought. Like, it doesn't quite layer on. It looks like it's layered on top of the picture, and it's not actually a part of it. I like the background. I think that there is some cool elements happening there. I think that it's good. I don't think it's great.
I think I would almost like it better without the fire, actually.
Same. Yeah. The fire almost takes away a little bit, so probably a B.
You'd give this one a B?
Yeah,
okay.
what do you think?
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Ho-Oh. I actually like this one. I feel like the fire is a little bit better integrated into the actual picture in this one. I also think the background, it's maybe less interesting than some of the other ones because it doesn't have as much going on. It feels like it's like the inside of a volcano or something like that.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm just a sucker for Ho-Oh. That's possible. This is Takumi Wada, is what it looks like. What do you think?
I think it's good. I think it kind of pulls you into a scene a little bit more. Like there's kind of something to, like, you're really curious, like, what's going on in this scene that he's in. So I think like that element in and of itself is pretty cool. I feel like there are some parts of it where we were talking about the fire in the last one. I do feel like there's some parts of it where I'm like, I feel like I'm not super believing that the fire is really in the scene. But that fireball in the middle, I feel like it looks like it's integrated really well. So, and maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like I like it slightly more than Ninetales.
Enough to bump it to A or still B?
For me, it would still be a B, but I'll leave that up to you.
No, we can leave it as a B. Okay, Fennekin.
Cute.
I like this one, actually. I've said I like this one about most. This is by Saino Misaki. I like this one.
Me too. It's really pretty.
The lighting is pretty. I really like what would you call this? I mean, it's not the composition, but I like that it's standing in a little doorway. I enjoy the arch going on. It feels different. Like, remember how we were talking about Chespin just being generically in a field of flowers, and that's like 70% of grass Pokemon cards are like that.
Yes.
You could not say the same about a cool medieval looking archway with plants surrounding it for fire Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like it's a different background. It's a different setting for a card.
Subverts expectations a little bit, but it also strangely fits. Like it just looks really pleasing to the eye. It looks like the Pokemon is supposed to be there. Like Fennekin just kind of has a vibe that it fits in this kind of environment, and I think that how they painted it is just beautiful. Again, with the lighting, you can see like it filtering down through certain leaves and like onto Fennekin itself. Just really pretty, and I love how they did the rock wall as well on the sides.
Yep.
It looks great.
I agree. I would give this one an A, honestly.
Yeah.
A pretty strong A, like maybe slightly stronger than the Kakuna.
I agree.
Breaks-In. What about Breaks-In?
I feel like the fire in this one is excellent.
Yeah?
Really, really digging the fire, like much more than the other two we talked about. I think the background is gorgeous.
This one is for sure set in Lumiose. And I would bet that it's also set in like inspired by Legend ZA. You spend more time on the rooftops in Legend ZA than you do on the actual streets, I swear. So Breaks-In being on the roof with like the kind of French inspired buildings behind, I do feel like fits the theme of the game. So
yeah, me too. I think this one probably would deserve an A from me.
Nice.
What do you think?
I'm down with that. Also, I'm realizing that we're 21 minutes into this and we are on Pokemon 12. So we're going to cook just a little bit harder through these. So bear with us. Okay, Delphox. Sick. This one's really cool to you?
Yeah, I feel like the fire just keeps getting better with everyone that we look at. Like, I just think it looks gorgeous. Like, this one, you may completely disagree. I would give this one an S.
Wow, okay. I would feel stronger about an A, but you are the artist here, so I'm definitely going to defer to you on that being an S. The fire does look better, and I do kind of like this starry sort of background. I hadn't really stopped to notice that before. So the fire with the like stars in the background is cool. Yeah. Also kind of a thematic thing, because Delphox I think is supposed to be almost like a witch, like flaring magic.
Yeah.
So like it's got a wand with fire, and so this I feel like is a sort of callback to like witch covens dancing around a bonfire in the forest.
Really cool.
So that was kind of cool. Next, also, we're going to come back to the promo cards at the end. I just realized that those are out of order. So I'm going to reorder the promo cards to where they go here at the end. And then we'll come back to them at the end. Last but not least for now, we have Litleo for the fire Pokemon.
Very cute. Very cute. I love the sky in the background. I think the kind of
African inspired, like Savannah.
And the kind of children's book, like kind of Winnie the Pooh style trees are super cute in this one as well. I think it's really well designed. Okay.
I'm going to just go with that. I feel nothing about Litleo as a Pokemon, so I'm trying not to let that cloud my judgment. But what would you put?
I would put this one A or B, so you choose which one sounds better to you.
We'll go A for that one for now.
Okay.
On to water. I like this style. This is Mori-Yu. I know this one. I'm familiar with this name enough that I can pull this one out. I like the stippling style from Mori-Yu. I think it's really cool. It feels two-dimensional, like it feels flat. But I really like the stippling, the stippling shading on the underside of Remoraid, and then the bubbles look like
so cute.
They're cute. They look like cells from 8th grade biology class.
Yeah, where's the mitochondria?
Yeah, the powerhouse of the Remoraid.
Yes. Yeah, I think this art style is absolutely gorgeous. This one, for me, is probably an S.
I would give this an S. I really like this. It's the style. It's a style thing for me, but I like it. Octillery. I'll be the first to say this one doesn't do it for me quite as much.
Yeah, same.
It's not bad. It's not terrible. It just doesn't really have a ton to like look
True.
at and talk about. The water in the background is nice. I kind of like the water in the background, but I just don't. It's not doing a ton for me.
Same. It kind of almost looks unfinished in some pieces. Like there's some parts of him that are like blurry, and I know that's like a movement thing, but it doesn't quite translate into what I want it to be. I know that what I want doesn't really matter, but in terms of making this tier list, I would probably put it as a C or a D.
I'll put it as a C because it won me one of the pre-release games. So I'm going to be gentle with it.
There you go.
Delibird, Saboteri. I like Saboteri. I quite like Saboteri. In fact, I saw a post today about this being part of a larger connecting artwork, and there's like 6 or 7 of them so far that are all kind of adjacent to each other, and I think those are so cool. I am a huge sucker for connecting artworks, and especially being like across sets. I would have to find it and put it somewhere, but you can look it up. Saboteri connecting artwork, Mega Evolution era, something like that. You'll find it, but
yeah, I think it looks really nice. That would be an A for me.
All right. I'm feeling an A. I'm feeling an A on that one. Keldeo?
Not really feeling this one quite as much.
I don't. So Keldeo is an interesting one. Even if you played the games that Keldeo comes from, I don't know if I know much about Keldeo, and I don't understand why it's surfing. I also am not quite sure why it has this kind of grumpy expression while it's surfing. Like, if it's actually surfing, wouldn't that be like a happy thing? Also, there's not a ton to like latch onto here. I don't know.
I feel like the water looks a little messy. Like, I don't know, there are parts of it that kind of feel like an afterthought. That might not be the case at all, but it's just not my favorite design, so I'd probably put it C.
All right, we'll go C. Again, some number one Keldeo fan, hit us up in the comments, please.
Let us know.
Froakie, I'm just taking this one all the way. Don't you worry.
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't even need to talk about this one.
Yeah,
it's just gorgeous.
First off, Froakie is cute. Froakie is a cute Pokemon.
So cute.
I like the frog leap, like it feels very frog-like, and I really like these. Look like lotus flowers in the background, and like lily pad. I don't know. This is delightful. It makes me smile seeing this card. So
yeah, it's just a great design. So kudos.
Yeah. Frogadier.
I like this one as well. It's very nice. I would say it doesn't evoke quite the intensity of the feeling of the last one.
Yeah.
So I'd probably put it an A for me.
It lacks the dynamicism of the last one. Like, this one's got a lot of movement and excitement.
Yeah.
This one, it just feels like
a little pose.
Yeah, but still cool. I do like their little like scarf. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be like mucus, like frog mucus.
It is mucus.
It is mucus, yeah. Bergmite. Okay, this one is also Legend ZA inspired because this is one of the little like shopping malls, and I kind of like his little nervous expression, even though that's just how he sort of looks. So I like this one. It's probably not my most favorite, but what are you thinking?
I like this one too. The background is not like standing out to me like crazy, but the Pokemon is, and its expression, and I'm really tacking on points for that because I think it looks really nice, and I like the way that the light is reflecting off of the little planes on him. And so I think a solid B for that one.
This is Anesaki Dynamic. There you go. That's one heck of a last name. You said
I'd say B.
B? Yeah, let's go B. Avalugg?
I like this one. Like, I know the background is pretty simple, but I feel like the kind of the fog and what you can see back there kind of adds a cool amount of depth to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty simple, but I think effective. So, what do you think?
I enjoy it. I don't feel particularly inspired by it. So I don't have too many thoughts. But what are you thinking for a tier?
Probably B again.
Okay, we'll go B.
But are you feeling a C?
I would feel slight C, but you're the artist here, so I'm going to take your word for it.
Yes.
Oh yeah. The Wimpod is the easy yes.
Yeah.
We don't even need to talk about this.
Yeah.
The adorable little like reflections on the water, the cute coral underneath the water, the kind of white around Wimpod.
It's just perfect.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Wimpod could very easily be a Pokemon that people don't like because it's a bug, and this is like, come on, so good.
It's gorgeous. It did such a good job.
Yeah. I would love to talk more about this, but I am trying to go quicker on these. But incredible. Very, very good. For sure S tier. Golisopod, on the other hand. What do you think about Golisopod?
It's just not really speaking to me. It's not really because of the Pokemon, or it's just kind of the design of it doesn't really inspire anything. I think it's like the water is well painted. But yeah, it's just not really doing much for me. What do you think?
I feel the same. I would probably give this one a C. I do like Golisopod as a Pokemon, but I'd probably give this one a C. Also, I forgot to highlight, this Wimpod is 0313 is the artist. I especially want to highlight the artists on the ones that we really, really enjoy. So
Yeah.
Mareep. I am a sucker for Mareep. I love me some good Mareep. So cute.
So cute. Yeah, this one is, like, we love Mareep. I love the way that his little wool is shaded. I think it's so cute. And the background is just really pretty. I love the movement in the leaves blowing in the wind and the pretty flowers. I think this one could be an S for me as well.
Wow.
But do you feel like it deserves an A?
I would give a strong A, but I'm
Yeah.
if you're feeling S, I would give it an S.
We can put it in A.
Okay.
We can put it. Your opinion matters as well.
Thank you. I'm going to sneeze.
I will sneeze.
I will sneeze. Oh no, it's teasing me. No. Okay.
It's gonna be teasing you for the whole thing.
We're gonna come back to that sneeze later.
We'll get back to that one.
Put a pin in that one. Flaffy, S. Easy S.
Oh, cute.
I am a sucker. I know that I am a grown man, but I am a sucker for this cute art style. I love the cartoon, like very simple
Those
flat
paper
art
flowers.
style.
It's so pretty.
Cute. So cute. This one's an easy S for me, in my opinion. But,
Yeah.
but what do you think?
I would agree, 100%.
I love the simple shading. I love its cute little like arms.
Yes, so cute. I
Yeah.
think they did such a great job
The
with
little
this one.
dandelions. Yeah, okay. Talking about it too long, but it's so good. This one? Oh, hold on. I'm going to go back. Miki Kudo. That's why I like it. Miki
Yeah.
Kudo. I should have known. I should have just
I
immediately
might
said
have
it.
known.
I love Miki Kudo. Ampharos.
Really cool dynamic pose on this one. There's there's something that feels like it's almost, there's parts of it that are like under designed almost, but they work. I don't know. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
I do. I like the perspective. It feels like this back corner is being sucked into a black hole, kind of.
Yeah.
Like it feels slightly stretched in that direction. But that just makes the focal point of it on Ampharos's face. And
Just really stand out.
yeah, I like that one. That one's for sure a possibly S for me. What are you feeling?
I could agree with S. I think it's really nice.
Okay. You know what? Are we not critical enough? Are we being too nice?
Maybe we just
Like,
really like the art. I feel like I keep saying I don't like cards, but we have like a ton up in S&A, so I'm like, okay,
I know.
maybe I'm not too
Well,
critical.
we're giving B to things that are like kind of mid, C to things that are like it's slightly less than mid, and
Yeah.
D is like I really don't feel anything about this. But anyways, Emolga. I like the theming of the background as well. This one's also very Legends EA inspired. Like this is for sure set in Lumiose, so I can appreciate that. It's looking up at the tower. You can see all this pink light and this sort of debris at the bottom. That's from the end of the game. So
Right.
I think that's pretty cool.
It kind of tells this is the story,
Yeah.
which is really cool. Yeah, I can definitely appreciate that, and I love the lighting on Emolga as well. I think it looks like just really fun and dynamic and interesting. So, yeah,
All right, I would give this one. I'd maybe give this one an A.
I concur with that.
Side note: we'll need to do a Pika clone ranking at some point.
Oh yeah.
I think Emolga falls somewhere in the middle on the Pika clone ranking for me. But next, okay, Deoxys. There's a bunch of Deoxys. Shiburingaru is this first one. Nagimise, Gosan, and Deoxys.
And Deoxys.
HNCL, is that what it is? I can't quite see, but
Okay. I can tell you for sure that this first one is my least favorite,
oh, really?
but I want to know what you think.
I kind of like the sort of star reflections going on. We're going to kind of talk about all of these together
Yeah.
because it's all Deoxys. So I think it's kind of interesting to have a little bit of a sub-tier list within our tier list of Deoxys cards.
Yeah.
I personally would give Defense Form Deoxys my lowest of the
Really?
four.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
There's a little bit less to chew on. Like it's just some rocks. Like it looks like someone just threw a rock at him and he just blew it up.
I see.
So it's just like there's some rubble and most of the card is taken up by the like boom effect. So like show me a little bit of stuff in the background, zoom out a little bit, like show me what's going on. Who are you fighting? You know, where did that rock come from? Like show me a little bit more of the story behind this. Like 30% of the card is just yellow lines for
I can definitely see what you mean. I do like that it kind of looks like a really cool impact frame in animation.
Okay.
But I get what you mean. You want to see more of the story. It doesn't quite like.
I can't even see where this guy is.
Yep.
Is he in space? Is he on the ground?
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
This one's cool.
I
See,
love
this
this
is what I'm talking about. Like, show me some stuff in the background.
Yeah.
This is dynamic in the same way as the other one, but it's got way more stuff going on.
Yeah, it's cool. Twisty arms are like that dynamic pose. You can just see like a really cool perspective there.
Yep.
But yeah.
This one feels like feels like an astronaut drifting in outer space, like interstellar style.
I see what you mean.
And then the last one,
Pretty fun.
it's fun. It is fun as well. There's some like buildings in the background going on.
A lot of movement.
Where are we tiering each of these? I think we both
I feel like you and I are both.
We both like this one
yeah.
the most. I'd give this one a strong A, maybe S.
I think an A.
Okay. First one.
We might disagree on this one. We'll see. I'm just not feeling this one quite as much.
Huh.
I'll say a C.
Okay.
But if you think B, then you do whatever your heart desires.
I like B a little bit more, but I respect your decision.
Okay.
What about this one? Where do you put this one?
This one would be a B for me.
All right.
Okay, but you did not like
No,
this one. So if it's
but
a
we
C,
compromise. How do you feel about this one though?
I do like this one. I think this one for me would be a B. But
Better than the defense or worse than the defense?
I would say better.
Order doesn't really matter. I'll be honest.
Fair.
Okay. Esper. We finally got past Deoxys. Thank goodness. Esper.
Esper, super fun, cute art style. reminds me of an old Disney movie. I think there's some fun stuff to see in this one. I wish there was more happening with its expression. I want to know what it's doing.
Hey, that's kind of Esper's thing.
Yeah.
I saw the other day one of my friends put in a Discord chat a website where you go and put your favorite Pokemon. And at least from this particular website, it was the second most liked Pokemon from its generation.
Really?
And I was like, ain't no way that there are that many Esper fans. I think it's because it's Emma. Emma is a trainer from Legends EA and from Kalos in general. And I think a lot of people like Emma, and Esper is Emma's Pokemon. But that's my best guess. I really, like, maybe people just really like the blank stare, wide eye, like the stare that a baby gives you if they don't like you.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if it really speaks to me as a Pokemon, but if people like it, that's great. I think it's a well-designed card. I like the background a lot.
It's Sao Sao as well, so
Sao Sao.
same as the Weedle. So
Where would you put it?
I'd put it B as well. I actually like Sao Sao in general. I quite like Sao Sao. I like the style. No, I'm gonna bump it up. I'm gonna give it an A actually. Just for the art, specifically for the art.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to let the bias against Esper, do anything for me.
Sorry, Esper fans.
Yeah. Now this Meowstic though, which is what Esper evolves into.
Really cool.
I quite like this one. This one is Mingo, I believe.
I'm super enjoying this card. I think there's some really fun choices with color going on. I like how it pops out from the background, but the background doesn't feel like an afterthought. I think there was a lot of care and thought that went into this one. But do you agree? Do you disagree?
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I for sure agree. I like this one. I like the defined lines. The idea that its eyeballs are on its ears is creeping me out just a little
Oh,
bit.
that is weird.
But
What are the blue things?
I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't really know that much about Meowstic as a Pokemon.
Interesting.
But I do like the colors. I also like that the pink matches the pink of the card. Like it feels super cohesive, both the color of the card as well as the color of the background and stuff. So I'd give this one an A as well.
Yeah, agreed.
Phantump. I like the theme. I like how it's got that's Angie Floette. Anya Floette. I don't know how you say it in French.
Okay.
But I like that it's got that going on in the background. I like Phantump a lot as a Pokemon.
Same.
I
Really cool.
will say this art isn't quite doing as much for me. Like it almost feels like they're going for not quite photorealism, but almost with the
pretty
like the
close.
tree and the lamp in the background, and then super cartoony on Phantump. So it feels a little bit
Like a mixture of styles that aren't
Gel?
super cohesive. Yeah, gel
Yeah.
is a good word.
Yeah.
I think a B.
like if you were to paint
Easy.
this card, and make it a full art or an illustration rare, would you continue and try and do like the really cartoony style of Phantump, or would you continue with as much of a realistic, vibe as you could for the background?
Well, it would have to be the realistic vibe because that is the background. That's what I paint. So
Right.
and that'd be a tough one to get right.
With all the details?
Yeah, the sky would not be too bad, but like those gates in the background,
The fence posts.
the fence, yeah, it would be a challenge. It would be kind of fun, but I don't find myself super inspired by this one.
We'll put this one as a C.
Okay.
Trevenant. I like Phantump drastically more than I like Trevenant as a Pokemon, but I can't lie to you that this card is a little bit better for me.
Yeah, I'm vibing with this one as well. I love like the fog on the ground in the form of those little clouds, and the way that the tree trunks are designed, I think are really cool. Like he looks like he's on a mission and he's gonna go do something awesome. So
Yeah.
I'm vibing with this one a lot. I think this one would be an A for me.
Wow. Okay. Fair enough. I'll give you that.
You feeling a B?
I would say slightly B. This one has the kind of cartoon hard lines style that I find myself really enjoying a lot of the time. but it doesn't do it quite as well. And I do realize that it's intentionally not as colorful as a card. It's like a haunted tree. You know, it's like out in the haunted woods with the fog and the moss and the dead trees and stuff. So I do understand that, but it doesn't do it quite as much for me. But
I see.
But
we can do a B.
I appreciate your
get that.
perspective.
Oh my gosh.
Now this, instant S tier.
Yeah.
Basically
No
anything by
questions
Jerky.
asked.
Basically anything by Jerky is going to be an instant S.
And we love Pumpkaboo a lot.
Yeah, Pumpkaboo is adorable.
So
Pumpkaboo is
I'm
really
sorry.
good.
It's just an instant S.
Yeah.
I want to paint this one. I would love to paint this one.
Yeah. Do you feel like you can do Jerky's style justice?
I think. Well, I mean, I don't know if I could fully. Like, I definitely can't compare myself, but I think that it would be fun to try and create like the rest of that environment. You know, that'd be super fun. I love the way that it looks. So.
Yeah. I really like that it doesn't necessarily adhere to realism. Like the ground is pink, you know, like this feels like a path through the forest with little, I don't know, pink dots around. I don't know, will-o-wisps. I'm not 100% sure, but it's so good. For sure, S tier. Enough said.
Definitely.
Xerneas. Okay.
It's cool. I feel like there could be a little bit more going on in the background. I do like the movement that it provides, and I think that Xerneas is just a sick Pokemon. I love its like glowing antlers, and like the general vibe is really, really sick. But yeah, I need more from the background, personally.
I agree. No, I agree. I'd give this one a C. Maybe a B. I'll give it a B. I'm gonna give it a B. I like Xerneas in this picture. The rest of it is not doing anything for me really. So.
Yeah, I think B.
Sudowoodo, Goto Minori. I don't actually know. Someone correct me. I like this.
Me too. I think it's really cute.
I think it's got a little bit of that children's storybook art going on with it that you were talking about earlier. I think from the Litleo. With the kind of muted colors, but they still feel, it feels intentional. It feels very intentional.
Yeah, it does. I like this one a lot. I think there's just a lot of visually interesting things going on. And so I'd say A or B. What's your thought?
I'd probably go like a really high B. I'm trying not to make order matter in this at all, but I would say this is a high B for me.
Yeah, agreed.
Getting close to an A. So. Fanpy, come on.
Dude.
This one's incredible.
Yeah.
Akino Fukuji, I believe. Yep, is the artist.
The lighting is so gorgeous in this one, and I love Fanpy. There's just like something beautiful to look at in every corner of this, so I really think this one would be an S for me.
I agree. I really like this one. It's really good. I like the colors. I like Fanpy as a blue and orange elephant. The contrasting colors of Fanpy is really pretty. It's really nice.
They're complementary.
Yeah, or complementary. Sorry, you're not contrasting, but
well, no, it's the same.
Oh.
No, they're not the same meaning, but it's like I know what
you know what I mean. Okay. And then they kind of use those same color themes in here. You've got the cooler blue tones on the right side, contrasted with like the orange tones in the top left. So, yeah, really good card. Really good one.
Super cute.
Donphan. Now, I don't like Donphan nearly as much as I like Fanpy, but I am going to try and leave my bias out here. I like these little background hills going on. It's really, really simple, though. It doesn't, like, there's not a ton to go off of.
I just feel like, it's leaving something to be desired here, and like its stance, not that it probably can do a lot more, but it just doesn't really add any visual interest to an already kind of standard, like, expected background. So yeah, this one unfortunately may be another D for me. Just
I'll put it there as well. There's just not a ton for me to really, really love. I know that this is not the artist's fault, and honestly, again, art is subjective. Okay, so if you love this Donphan card, I'm so happy for you. Like that's incredible. this is more of a criticism of Donphan. Why did you make an elephant a tire? Like, what was the idea behind turning like an adorable elephant into a tire? I don't actually understand that. It's not something that I feel like I see in a lot of other Pokemon. Like, they'll stick with the theme, like a nut that is like a spiky nut for Chestnut or whatever, or like a nine-tailed fox that is a fiery nine-tailed fox, right? Like, you don't see something that starts as a bug and then turns into a pair of keys. The pair of keys Pokemon is the pair of keys Pokemon, So
yeah, it really is not great when your evolution is a downgrade. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I just think that Vanpee clears Donphan
by a long ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Baltoy.
He's very symmetrical in this one.
Baltoy, you're looking so symmetrical today.
I think this one is cute. I like the way that the leaves and the trees are drawn in the background. I think there's some fun stuff going on. It's cute. It's not like I've said before, kind of mind-blowing. I think it's just good.
Okay, I feel about the same.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really know that Baltoy was a top. Like, I don't think I ever clocked that before. It says down here, it moves while spinning around on its single foot. Some Baltoy have been spinning on their heads.
Oh.
Been seen spinning on their heads. Oh, okay.
Right.
Fair enough. I don't think I clocked that it was the top Pokemon, but don't take that in a weird way.
Say who's the bottom.
Yeah. Claydol. Next. Interesting how they didn't really stick with the top theme, unless his arms are supposed to be tops as well. I don't know. I'm not going to delve too deeply into the top theme of Claydol and Baltoy, but I like this volcano in the background. I like this. Is it a volcano or is that like a tree in the back? I like the idea that it's a volcano with a teeny tiny little puff of smoke, but I think it's actually a mountain with a tree on top.
Yeah.
Something about the art style is reminding me of Adventure Time. There's just something about it, just a little bit.
It's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I think they did a great job with it.
Yeah, I agree. I like that a lot. I think more cards should feature multiple Pokemon. Like, what the heck is Claydol blasting over here? So anyway, I started blasting.
Anyway. I love it.
All right. I will give this one, I'm going to give it a B.
Yeah.
Partially because I'm going fast and I'm trying not to spend too much time on each of these, but I like this one. I like it in general. Zubat.
I think it's cute. I like the scene that it's put in. I think the shading on the wings is cool. I like it when there's like more of a harsh line rather than like the soft shading. For scenes like this, I think it looks really nice. And so, yeah, I think that the background, like, you can kind of tell, you can really like see, like, the scene is set. You know, there's something to be said about that, being able to do that in such a small amount of space.
I like that a lot as well. I'm also getting slightly two different art styles, though. Like, Zubat feels distinctly different than the tree, like this tree with the bark in the background. This one is not doing it as much for me, but it is entirely possible that I have been traumatized by the 1 million Zubats that appeared on my Pokemon journeys. So,
fair enough.
It's
not like incredible to me, so if you have a preference, you can put it wherever you want.
Did I put Baltoy at a C? Did we actually put Baltoy at a C? I think I probably meant to put it at a B.
Yeah, I think B is more fair for that one.
I'm gonna go a slight C on the Zubat.
Okay.
Golbat?
Ooh.
I actually like this one a little bit more.
I am loving the background on this one a lot. I love the glowy windows and lamps.
Kind of the spooky mansion house in the background.
I think it's really cool, and the fun little bridge below him. I like that one a lot, actually. I think that would be an A for me.
I actually do as well. I quite like that one. It also gets points because when I had my grandpa open a pack of Pokemon cards the other day with me, he said, wow, he has a big mouth. And I thought that was hilarious. It was the most,
You know,
it was the most grandpa commentary to a Pokemon of all time.
it's cute.
Uh,
He's got a big old mouth.
he's got a big mouth. Okay, this one, I like what's going on with the background on this one. The flowers look like devil's trumpet to me. They're cool. I like how specific the flowers are.
Yeah.
I like that it feels like something that you could actually see and identify. I really like that.
Yeah.
It gets very slight minus points because they were like, what if we put flowers around the outside and then didn't put anything behind it?
Yeah, that was an interesting choice for sure. Like, it definitely kind of centers Crobat, makes it, like, obviously
For
this
sure.
is what we're supposed to be looking at, but it seems a little unnatural that that specific spot has nothing in it.
Yeah.
So,
It like the flowers are pointing down, right?
Yeah.
Which implies that we're kind of looking straight on at Crobat, right? Because the flowers are pointing down in our perspective. But that means that whatever we are looking at, there's absolutely nothing behind him. We're not looking up at the sky. That would contrast how the flowers are pointing. So, yeah. I would say B tier on this one. I love the flowers. Huge points for flowers. Maybe a little bit strange background. All right. We're going to do a bit of a lightning round for the rest of the darkness type Pokemon because we are getting relatively close to the end. So, Quillfish, go.
Quillfish is cool. I think it's a little bit over-designed in the background. I would say B.
Perfect. Excellent. B.
Your turn on this next one.
Stunky. Love this one. This reminds me of something that would have a Caldecott Medal for Literature stamped on it in my elementary school
Yeah.
library growing up.
It's really cute.
Very cute. I also don't like Stunky. He has a little bit of a butt face.
He does.
And I realize that he's the stink Pokemon, but come on.
Butt face on a stinky Pokemon?
Yeah, the butt face on the stink Pokemon
Bruh.
is... Why'd you have to do my boy
diabolical.
Stunky like that? But I'm still giving it an A because I like it. Your turn.
Oh, there's a lot of stinkiness going on in this one, but I think the stinkiness is almost working. I think there is a lot of fun stuff. There's really fun colors, and I think that the translucent of the stink cloud looks great in whatever way that can be. And so I would put that as an A tier as well.
Wow, A tier for Stunky and Skuntank. Okay. I'm coming in hot with a hot take. I like Trubbish. Nobody can tell me any different. I like Trubbish. He's cute.
Cute little trash bag.
He's a cute little trash bag. He would probably smell bad in real life. I don't care.
But do you like the card?
Yes. This one is also strongly themed as well. This one is very Lumiose City as well. He lives behind like the trash, the restaurant area where they like take out the trash in the game. Yeah.
I eat trash.
Yeah, I'm a trash man. So I'm actually gonna give this one. I'm trying not to let my enjoyment of Trubbish cloud my opinion. I'll give it a B. I like the art. I don't know if it's like the best.
Okay. His expression in this one is incredible. He's just huge. He's eaten so much trash, and he's just gotten real big. I think this one is fun. There's some cool stuff going on in the background. I like the little house back there. I don't really know what the story is. I would like to know, honestly, what happened to Garbodor to land him in this environment.
He likes it here.
Yeah. Does he like it here? I'm not 100% sure by his expression. But I do quite like this one. I would probably... Oh, man, it's tough. Between an A or a B, where would you land it?
Hyogonosuke, I normally like Hyogonosuke. Hyogonosuke? I don't know how you say it, but I really like their stuff. And I do actually kind of like it. I'll give it an A. I'll give it an A. Next one. Skrelp. Easy S.
Yeah.
No question. Shimaris Yukichi. This is so good. Like, they have such a distinct style. The hard lines, the like cute background. It feels like it fits perfectly. So, lightning round. I'm trying not to spend too much time, but Skrelp, easy S. Easy S.
Agreed.
Beldum.
Beldum. I like this card. It's pretty simple. But I think there's like a really distinct mood about it.
I agree.
I think that it's just kind of well designed. I like the lighting on Beldum. I think, like I said, it sets the mood. So I would put this one in an A.
I would give this one A as well. A has become our biggest category.
Does that mean we're too nice?
Maybe. Maybe we just like cards. Metang. I like this one. I would probably give it a B. I sort of like the background as well. It's more Lemio City. Like he's up on a rooftop somewhere. Yeah. I
think a B is definitely a good pick for that one.
We'll give it a B. We'll give it a B. I like it. I don't know if I'd love it.
Mm-hmm. Metagross. Ooh, I'm liking the Northern Lights in the background. I think that's a really cool addition here. I think his expression is cool. I like the dynamic pose where this one arm is closer to the camera and we can see some cool reflections on that. I'm really liking the color choices as well. This one is definitely doing it for me. Metagross is not my all-time favorite Pokemon for sure, but the fact that this card is making me really like it makes me feel like it's well designed. So I would say this one's an A.
I would give this one an A as well. I like Metagross actually. Mm-hmm. Metagross is from Gen 3. That's my games. Represent. Mm-hmm. This one's for my city.
This one's for my city.
This one's for my region. Hoenn. But Metagross is so cool in the games. Mm-hmm. So cool. Like I've always liked him. So, nice. All right, next, Ferroseed. Okubo. Okubo. I actually really like this art, honestly.
Me too. I'm really digging it. Like it's all like. Would you say almost an S?
I would say it's like really close to S.
Not
it's
quite.
Really, really close to S for me.
Mm-hmm.
I love the kind of lumpy colors going on in the background of this. I just wish there was a little bit more, I don't know, maybe this is just my own lack of knowledge. I don't actually know what's going on. I like the colors, I like the plants and the rocks, but I actually don't know what I'm looking at.
Yeah, same. Like, I don't even know what like plane he is on. Like it's just, maybe that's the point, but
maybe it is.
It's cool.
I like it. It's close to S for me. It's good. Okay, this one, Haru Akasaka. I love the backgrounds of this artist's cards.
Kind of almost a stained glass vibe a little bit.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. I think that it's kind of cool how it, in that background, it becomes much more detailed on the left than the right because of the distance. So that helps to add some distance to the background as well.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
I love how, I would say that it looks like a topographical map. Like there's kind of random blotches at places that would almost remind you of what a topographical map looks like. But I love how many colors get used. This is the same artist as that Zamazenta from Crown Zenith. Really, really cool. It's not the same style that I usually go for, but this is an S for me. I love...
This is an S, okay.
This is an S for me personally, but what do you think?
Put it at S.
Okay. I really just like the inclusion of those weird colors in the background.
Yeah.
You can't quite tell what's going on, but I feel like it's because it's intentionally... oh my gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? Abstract. And not because they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, like you can tell they everything was done with intention.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Gumi.
I'm just going to get this out of the way right now. Gumi, Sliggoo, and Goodra are some of my favorites. I love them. It pains me to say this, but I like the Prism Tower going on in the background. I like the light, and I love Gumi, so I like this card because it's Gumi. But admittedly, it's not like the most inspired design.
This one is like, yeah, Gumi's great, and I think the lighting from the tower is cool, but kind of similar to what we saw before. I just feel like the background is not like screaming anything super like amazing. So I would say B for me.
Okay. Sliggoo now. This one I'm going to make a stronger case for. I really like the rain. It's also thematic. Gumi and Goodra and Sliggoo love the rain. In, I think, most of the games. I don't know the evolution in every single game, but it needs to be raining in order for Sliggoo to evolve into Goodra. in Pokemon Go, in Sword and Shield, in
Yep.
a ton of the games. So I like that. I like that inclusion. Sliggoo is for sure the weakest of the three for me. I like Gumi and Gudra better, but this card is, I think it's really good. I also like how distinct the leaves are. They look like a leaf from a plant that I could identify if I knew
Yeah.
what it was.
I think there's definitely something to be said about that piece as well. Like, it's not just your generic standard drawn leaf.
Yeah.
And I love the rain. I love the movement of the rain, the water droplets. I think it like really puts you in the scene. Like, and sweet little Sliggoo is having a little moment there. It's just so cute. So I think, what do you think? A?
I would give it a very strong A.
Yeah. Agreed.
Gudra.
Um,
I like Gudra, but this one pains me a little bit as well. This one doesn't do it for me
Yeah.
quite as much.
for me, this shading style has never done it for me in any kind of art outside of Pokemon as well. It just really like bores me to tears. And I'm sorry, I'm so sorry to say that, but it has forever and ever and ever. At every convention I've been to, there are so many booths that have this exact style of shading. And it almost makes me roll my eyes back into my head. Sorry, that was a long rant. But
Wow, there's a lot stored in there.
Yeah.
Art is subjective, everyone. Clearly, because a lot of people have it, that means that a lot of people like it. But
Oh yeah, for sure. A lot of people love this style. But sorry,
Not
I just
you.
had to say it for myself. It's
Yeah.
just not for me.
Not you.
So probably a C or
All
a
right.
B for me.
I feel about the same. Fortunately, we've got some good stuff coming up. So pause.
AO pause.
AO pause. Okay. Tauros.
Tauros. The movement in this one is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the shading on him a lot. Like there's some really cool dynamic stuff going on here. What do you think?
Yeah, it feels Wild Westy, which is like Tauros is like the United States for the most part. Regional Pokemon in Pokemon Go, so I think it is supposed to be sort of inspired by that. I feel like Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron, could come running out of this canyon after Tauros.
And that would be incredible.
That would be incredible. I like it. The art style gives a little bit, and this is actually kind of a compliment. Satoshi Ito. It feels like I would see it on my grandpa's wall, you know, like an older person who enjoys older American art style, something that would have a horse in it. It feels like that.
Yeah, I agree. I think it like admittedly the horse art is not my favorite art.
Not usually my favorite
But it
genre,
just,
but
like-
I appreciate that it evokes that.
Yes, totally.
Which is what I think it is supposed to do. So I would probably give it a strong B, maybe an A. Let's give it a B.
Yeah, I think B.
Feel like a B? Okay. We're cruising to the end. This is over an hour now. That's insane. We've been doing this for an hour.
That's so funny.
I would like to thank publicly my sweet wife for sitting with me and critiquing Pokemon cards for an entire hour. And if anyone has watched this video, first off, that means that you clicked on an hour-long video from a creator that you may or may not know anything about. I applaud you, citizen. You are a special kind of person that I also am, and I love it.
Yeah,
So,
we deeply appreciate you. And I'm having a great time.
yeah? Excellent.
This is great.
That's good to know. Okay, Patrat.
Patrat.
This one is giving two different art styles as well. I don't love Patrat, but I do like that it's themed towards Legends EA as well. And I also like that this shuts down Munkidori in the TCG because I want Munkidori to get flattened by a trash compactor and eaten by a Garbodor.
Wow.
I
Those are some strong
I
feelings.
hate Munkidori. both as a Pokemon and as a card in the card game.
Monkey Door fans, we don't want to hear your opinion. Sorry, like that's just not. That's not invited. It's not welcome. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Tell us why you like it.
I'm so sorry. No, I think if I played Munkidori, I would like it because being able to heal your Pokemon and do damage to anyone else on the field is so strong. But that's why I hate it. It feels morally wrong to play Monkey Dory.
Morally wrong.
Sorry. For anybody that doesn't play the card game, this has been a deranged rant. Anyways, Patrat, give me a tier.
It's not doing much for me. I would say C for me.
Wow. Okay.
Like it's okay. It's
Okay.
all right.
I'm just gonna skip right now.
D.
I'm gonna give this one a D.
Like easy.
I don't like Watchog. I don't like Watchog at all. I do like this kind of starry background.
It is pretty, but it looks like he is like a 3D model almost. Like it's not. Like
Yeah.
the Pokemon is what is just like ruining it because the background is beautiful.
He also looks like he's glowing,
Yes.
which doesn't make a ton of sense.
Like he's like descending from the beyond to tell us something.
Yeah. There's something really funny about the idea of a prairie dog, kind of an ugly prairie dog angel descending from heaven to tell us that we're bad at critiquing art.
That's why he's here, you guys.
Yeah, well, you get put into a D. Sorry, bud.
Sorry, man.
Straight into an easy S.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Man, the contrast there was wild because this is just adorable.
Yeah.
I think it's clear which cards, because like, I just think it's clear which cards Hunter and I just really love. But I have to say, I don't think our taste is terrible. I just think it's just so well designed, just beautiful. The
Yeah.
colors are just gorgeous as well.
Also, fun fact, I didn't play the game that Minccino comes from. Again, I believe Minccino is a Gen 5 Pokemon, also from Kalos.
Mm-hmm.
But it loves cleanliness. These Pokemon like things neat and tidy. They're always sweeping and dusting their habitat using their tails as brooms.
Aw.
I love the idea of a super tidy, clean little mouse guy.
Yes.
Chinchilla. It's a chinchilla.
Doing
but-
the thing with its ears.
Yes.
Like, so cute.
I love that. That's so cute. Okay. Easy S. Okay, now for the promo cards. We are down to the last 4. Thank you for sticking with us. Promo cards. Quick lightning round of promo cards. Do you like this promo more than you like the original Delphox?
No. I think it's really cool. But I think that one would be an A for me. What
Okay.
do you think?
I feel like that's fair. I like Delphox in this one more than I like Delphox in the other one, but I like the setting of the other one, and I think I like the fire a little bit better in the other one. This one is cool, though. This
Yeah.
one feels like it's out of the anime, actually. Anyways,
That is cool.
Ampharos. Do you like this one better than the original Ampharos?
Point that one out to me. Where did you put it?
Ampharos was up here. It was an S tier. It was the one with like the
yes.
dynamic, like it's
That's
getting sucked
right.
into a black hole.
That's hard to say. I think they are pretty close for me in terms of which one I like more. I do feel like the other one is a bit more dynamic to me, but this one could be an S if that's how you feel.
I really like it. I would give this one a very, very strong A tier.
Okay.
Like very, very strong A tier.
Agreed.
Next, Crobat.
What do you think?
So the original Crobat was the one that has the really distinct flowers, but nothing in the background. I think I like the Crobat in the other one a little bit better. I think I like the background in this one a little better.
Yeah.
We gave the other one a B. That maybe was a little harsh, but I would probably put this one at a B as well.
Yeah, I think they're about on the same playing field.
And then, fortunately for me, this Gudra is an easy S.
I was
Instant
gonna say,
S.
yeah.
So good. So incredible. I'm also going to attempt to read the name of this artist. Unfortunately, I have this card sitting in front of me. So it is Okaya Mata Okaya Mata Katoshi.
Don't hurt yourself.
Don't hurt yourself. I love it's the unpronounceable, incredibly long artist
Yep.
name, but I love this card.
It's so beautiful. They did such a good job.
So good, so good. And it looks amazing as well in the foil, and I'm a sucker for the stamp on the side. So such incredible art, plus the stamp, plus the holo looks really good on this one. Ah, my gosh. I didn't talk about the holo on any of the other ones, but I just happened to look at this one in front of me. So that is it. That's the list. Thank you for making it to the end of that with us. It has been an hour and 15 minutes. I need to go get a drink. But this has been great.
Yeah, thanks, guys. If you watched the whole thing, or even if you watched a minute of it, we appreciate you.
Well, if they hear this message, that means they watch most of it. So
Good point. Good point. Well, we appreciate them anyway.
please tell us our opinions are bad in the comments. I would love to hear nothing more than the reasons why the ones that we didn't like were good. That would be incredible to me. So
I'd love it.
okay.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.